It's crazy how excited you can get about something and you can start seeing slight results, and then everything can just come crashing down, to put it very hyperbolically. I got yesterday and today, without doing anything, I probably got double, almost triple the amount of responses that I had gotten by tweaking things with the rule of 100 DMing. And I did it in half the amount of time because I figured some shortcuts, some ways to do the DMing that was more efficient. And I was really excited because I was like, if I continue this, I could double my output, really, and double the response rates, and then hopefully book a call, and then who knows what happens then, it's just, and I was getting so excited, and I was ranting to my wife, and she's sitting there feeding the baby, and it's, you know how it is. Anyways, this morning I get up 3 o'clock, the usual time. I'm like, all right, I'm just ready to DM. I'm just gonna knock all the DMs out, knock them all out. And after the first DM that I send, I'm instantly banned. Not banned, but DMs are locked down after the first one. And I was like, oh shoot, that's not good, because I literally just got started. I have to get at least 50 out. So I was like, oh, that sucks. So I'm like, maybe I started posting some stuff, and hopefully to lift it. I have no idea how it works. I waited an hour, sent another DM, boom, lockdown immediately. Nothing. I have done nothing. And I'm starting to get freaked out, because this is every hour is so precious, especially between 3 and 6. That is the most optimal, that is the time for me to do this. There's almost no other time. That's a belief statement, but it sucks if I can't do it in this time. And so as I'm starting to spiral out of control, what am I doing? This is a waste. This is freaking me out. Why is this work no longer working? Which I'm sure there's an explanation that I just don't understand. But as that was happening, my son walks in to the room, even though it's gated. And I was like, what? And he's like, the gate was open. And it's 4:50 or 4:40 or 4:30 or something like that. And I'm like, oh no. So I'm like, all right, I'll just put him to sleep, and then I'll get back to this. I pick him up, and he has peed himself. So this was the first night that we had tried to do, what's it called? Potty training or whatever during the night, because he's been pretty good. He wears a pull-up, and we've removed it. So he's drenched in pee. And I'm like, oh. So I change him, I put him in, rocking him to sleep. He's 2.5. And then the bed is completely, it smells terrible, it's awful. And he does not go to sleep for another hour. He doesn't go to sleep, he is so awake that I'm like, forget it. I need to do something. I can't just sit here and do nothing. So I put him in bed with my wife, who is sleeping with the other child, and he's just talking to her it's a 12 p.m. chat around a coffee table. And I'm like, you need to go to sleep. Anyway, so it's 5:40 at this point. The day's almost over. The bulk of my work is almost done. And I'm just I'm right now, and it's 6:30 right now. I feel the whole day could not have gone worse. That's an overstatement. I'm just so disappointed with how this morning went. And I'm so handicapped by so many things. And I'm not blaming my family, it's just the nature of the game. But it makes those brief windows of time unbelievably more valuable than they would have been normally. Because if I was 27, living at home, no kids, no family, I would probably just absolutely gun an entire day's worth of work and not even flinch. I could easily work 12 hours or something, but I cannot. It's not possible. And I want to so bad. I don't want to have to go to my other job. I don't want to have to, part of me just wants to shirk all responsibility and simply just work on this thing. And it's just not possible. And I can't imagine a world where that's the case. Once that happens, it's going to be dangerous, because the amount of stuff I can get done with all this holding me back, I just couldn't imagine it without. So, yeah, rough start to the morning. Absolutely rough start to the morning. I don't know. I guess I saw a graph, and it was like entrepreneurship is, and it was just like up, down. I can't do this. I can do this. I can't do this. I can do this, just forever. So I know that this is like how it works. And even knowing that, it doesn't make the day feel like any like I feel like I've lost the momentum. But maybe I should just be like, if that happened 1,000 times, then I'd be like, all right, use the stoic frame that I would just like shoulder on. Okay, well, I got 30 minutes of work done, and I found out that if I DM the same script too much, then I will get banned. It's like, all right, cool, good to know. What has happened though is, while I wasn't DMing, I was scrolling the Discovery tab, always looking for new hooks that I can present content with. Because right now, the content that I'm posting is just, it's awful. It's like the bare minimum. And I want this incredible, like Sistine Chapel level, high quality, 1 of 0, type of content. And I'm always looking for interesting hooks, because the stuff we're doing is e-learning. And I found a really cool hook that I'm going to try. And so I'm very curious to see where that goes, because I don't know. There seems like there's a creativity deficit in the e-learning space that I'm working in, and because of that creativity barrier, moat, if you will, there's room for a lot of playfulness and standing out, as long as the information you have is highly useful. And so that's the thing that I need to ensure, is that like what I'm saying is unbelievably useful and groundbreaking. And so yeah, I'm curious to see where that goes, because, well, you'll know. But there's something there. It feels like there's something there, something very useful that I was able to get. So in the sea of despair that I am in, there was a piece that shined through, and we'll see where that goes. But yeah, that's it.